Welcome to Printribe. I'm going to show you how you can create easily your artwork to be printed and framed and shipped on your behalf using our Printribe portal. It's as simple as logging in, presuming that you've first created your free account, which will require some details for you. Once you've done that, click your login and log in using the email and password that you use to create your account. Once inside, it'll take you straight to the dashboard and you'll be working in these areas here: my artwork library, my product library, and your orders. You'll want to see what happens with them once you've submitted to us to be produced. So in your artwork library, adding an artwork is as easy as clicking on New, clicking on Drag and Drop, choosing the artwork you wish to upload, choosing Open. We accept a few different formats: PDF, TIFF and JPEG. Keep your file small for fast upload. Make sure that the image that you intend to print is physically, with the correct dimensions, large enough to print at the size that you want to print. If you choose one image that's large enough to do all of the highest sizes that you intend to print, it will automatically be able to be big enough to do some smaller sizes. You'll see once it's uploaded, it will give you a visual reference that this has been uploaded. For subsequent prints, you might want to upload it to a new collection once you get a few artworks, in which case you can just choose Upload to New Collection and name the folder that you want to put it into. For now, we're going to leave it in the existing collection and click Continue. When you want to create your print, you'll select a work from your artwork library and come down to Create Your Product and choose which product you wish to create: Premium Frames, Premium Canvas, Classic Frames and Classic Canvas, and also roll prints. Today I'm going to show you Premium Frames because it has the most options. The same process can be used to create any of your products, but they will have differing options depending on what product you choose. The first thing that we will do now is we'll select the orientation, and you can see the representation there just to the left of your image. So this will be a landscape image, and next we come to choose our size. I will leave this one as an A3. And we'll choose our paper. With Premium Frames, you have a choice of 4. We're going to stay with Art Paper Premium. It's a 280 GSM paper, prints with nice vivid colours. For your mouldings in the Premium Frames, you have a choice of 11. We have 2 Australian oak frames, a thin one and a larger one. It also comes in a black and a white and a dark brown. If you don't feel like a wood grain finish, you can come across to our Pablo moulding, which comes in a black and a white for a nice sateen sheen, gives a very contemporary look. If you're wanting something a little more ornate, head across to our bamboo in a champagne, bamboo in a black and gold, or one of our more heavily ornate frames that also appears in a white or a black, which can look fantastic on the right artwork. For this demonstration, we're going to stick with the oak. You will learn a little bit about the product in this box underneath. It will also tell you the size that the frame will add onto the moulding that you've chosen. The extra size will add onto your finished image. For the acrylics on the front of a Premium Frame, we have a choice of Standard, TrueView Premium or Total Anti-Reflective. Standard has a gloss, and the Anti-View Premium knocks out a lot of the reflected light, but the TrueView Anti-Reflective has a matte layer over the top which takes out a lot more of the reflected light. All of them have UV protective qualities. Once having selected that, come down and you get your matting borders and matting options. You have the choice of no matte board, which this is called full bleed edge to edge, which is what we have, or you can choose to have a printed white border. Or if you choose a matte board instead, you get the option of a matte board. On some frames you also have the chance of doing a float mount, which will pull your image floating it like a couple of millimeters off the backboard. It's only available with some mouldings, so if it doesn't appear here as an option, you'd need to select a different moulding. For this demonstration, we're going to stay with no matte board. The next thing you'll want to do is check your artwork position, and this is very important because what we're wanting to do here is to make sure that there's no unwanted print space in your image. Good things to notice here is the DPI, because you're able to scale here. If you wanted, for instance, to have your cat somewhere else in the picture, as long as it doesn't go below 150 DPI, you're able to do that. You can pop them anywhere you like. The most important thing I want to make you aware of in this, though, is to make sure that your image, the blue handles, are just on the outside of the red dotted line, not just on the inside, as that may result in a fine white line, which when the image is at 100% would be replicated much larger unwanted white space. To check what the sample the product framing looks like on it, just click Product Sample. If you wish to add a signature to your work because you have not done so with your digital file that you've uploaded, simply click back on the print area, click on your signature, select your pen, select your colour, add signature, and if you're on a iPad Pro with a nice pencil to use, simply write your signature, choose Apply, resize it, pop it where you want it to go, put the frame back on, make sure there's no the frame isn't impinging your signature, and you're good to go. As an alternative, when you add your signature, you can choose to type, and you can do 10/20. This is print 10 of a limited edition of Printy 20. Right, so now that we've configured it the way we want to, you've got the opportunity to download this thumbnail and use it in your marketing, and it will download a good sized image, no pixelation, and you can upload that to your website or use that to send to your prospective customers if they want to know what their intended print will look like. Once you've done that, click Save, and that will save all of those choices that you've made with the orientation, the acrylic and the paper, and the mouldings. Wraps it all up in a print file, and that's what we will use to print your file. It puts you back in the original screen, and you can see that as a result of the options you chose, you have a total, and that's including GST, of what this configuration will cost you. Before you add it to cart, I thoroughly recommend you save this product, and what that will mean is you can give that a name, and you might call it the name of your image, and you may decide to say what size it is. This one was A3, or if you have a product SKU, you can pop that in there too, and click Save. That will place it in your product library, which means next time your customer comes to order one of those prints from you, you simply go to your product library, click that, and tell it to add to cart. You don't need to recreate it every time. How fantastic is that? So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the cart, because I want to show you the pointy end now. We've added to cart, and now we'll view the cart. In your cart area, it shows you the images that you've already got there. Perhaps you had a play around and were finding out how much it was going to cost to send one of your prints somewhere, but you no longer need it for this order. It's as simple as putting a tick in it and removing the items. This display here will tell you what's actually you have created. The orientation, the moulding that you used, will give you the pricing and the total with the GST, and the GST broken out, but not the shipping. Let's go and sort that out now. Click Continue to Checkout. And from this screen, add a valid address. Make sure you put the street address in line 1 and the suburb in its appropriate field down below. Don't forget the postcode. Make sure the spelling of your suburb is correct. Choose your state and province and click Save Address. Add the receiver's phone number. That's an important one if you'd like your receiver of your artwork to receive notifications of when delivery is intended. You'll see it defaults to standard shipping. That's because we choose the fastest and the cheapest shipping for your product. You'll see that the shipping is up here now with $24 to send it to this particular address, and the GST broken out. What you can do here is submit your own packing slip. The packing slip we have by standard is amazing. It's a beautiful representation pictorially of the items that they've chosen, with your details up the top left and your customer's details on the top right. There is no pricing information in there. This is just a packing slip for your customers, and it will go out with your delivery. However, if you're very creative and you'd rather have your logo and branding going out with your artwork, you can get creative in one of your chosen artwork programs, Photoshop or Affinity, and create a packing slip that has your logos and brandings, perhaps a message, thank you very much for your patronage, I hope you love your art forever, and it looks very well gracing your walls for a long time to come. Click, drag and drop, go find your files, put them in here, and once you click submit, that will come to us. Bear in mind that the acknowledgement that we've received it at this point is so fleeting you will miss it, but as long as you've uploaded it, rest assured we've got it and it will go out with your customer. So you have the opportunity here to put in your own order reference. We're going to name this and give you an order number so you can keep track of it, but you might have a different numbering system in which you can place this in here to match your records in your own spreadsheet. If you've been given a promotional code, pop it in here, click apply, and the discount will be reflected up here in your order summary. Then you just need to pay the balance. If you already have a credit with us, you can use that by ticking this box. If it's just a straightforward purchase, enter your card number or choose PayPal and click pay. Huzzah! How easy is that? Now, if I was you, once you click pay, it will say, hey, we've taken care of this for you now, we've got this. But I would want to see what's happening to it. So let me show you that as well. I would come over here and click on orders, and you will see in the order screen all of your orders that you've ever placed with us and the status of what they're at. To have a look at an individual order and see what stage it's at, just click on the order number and it'll take you through to the area within. This particular order I've chosen has been voided, but if it hadn't been, it would just simply say it's been trimmed, or it's been packaged, or it's been quality QC'd, ready for shipping out. Once it's shipped, you will see the shipping number come up there just underneath the shipping address. This is where you can also print your invoice for your own records. Let's come across now to the product library. This is where we saved the product that we created just a moment ago, and you can see it here. It's listed as a premium frame. It's an A3. If you click the chevron just below it, it gives you the details of the product. So should you have a couple of these already made, which I do sometimes, here I have made the Jungle Cat 90 and a Jungle Cat 60, and you can see the difference in it. It's polycotton canvas, but this is the different size. Then you can say, okay, well, this is the one that my customer would actually like another copy of. They loved it so much they want to send it out to somebody, or perhaps you've got a new order from a new customer and this is the product they've selected. It's just a matter of clicking add to cart and it will add that product to your cart. If you wish to change anything in your product profile, you can come and do so in your settings. In here, it'll give you your profile. It also gives you an opportunity to add your billing details if you are creating plenty of orders and you would like not to fuss with putting your credit card details in each time. We can accommodate that. The other part that I'd like to point out to you is if you right-click products and open that in a new tab, then what you would find in here is all of our resources to the details that you may want to know about the print that you're creating. For instance, with print frames, you can click on our products and have a look at the moulding. If you like schematics, you can scroll along and you'll find the schematic diagram and a bit of a description down the bottom. The same goes for the paper and for our borders and matting. Get the information that you need at your fingertips while you're still in the process of making your creations. I really hope this has helped. Thank you very much for choosing Printribe.